There was a man who wasted years of his life waiting for the perfect moment to chase his dreams. He kept delaying, making excuses, convincing himself that tomorrow would be better. But tomorrow never came. His potential, his success, and his happiness were all lost in the hands of procrastination. Procrastination is not just about delaying work. It's the silent thief of dreams. It steals your goals, your confidence, and your time. But here's the truth. You don't have a motivation problem. You have a habit problem. Today, we break that cycle. By the end of this video, you will have a proven system to stop procrastination forever. Stay with me. Procrastination is a dream killer. It has destroyed more potential than failure ever could. It starts small, a simple, "I'll do it later." Then later becomes tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week turns into months, and before you know it, a year has passed. You're in the same place with the same regrets, wishing you had started sooner. The problem isn't time. It's not motivation. It's not even laziness. It's a habit. A habit that keeps you trapped in the cycle of delay, excuse after excuse. But here's the truth. Procrastination is not unbeatable. It's a battle you can win. And today, you're going to learn exactly how to break free from it forever. Most people think procrastination happens because of a lack of discipline. But that's not the full story. The real reason you procrastinate is because your brain is designed to avoid discomfort. Every time you have a task that seems difficult, your mind tries to protect you by pushing it away. "I'll do it later" is just your brain's way of saying, "I don't want to feel uncomfortable right now." But there's a simple way to shut down this pattern before it even starts. It's called the 5-second rule, and it can change everything. The moment you feel hesitation, count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move. Take action before your brain finds an excuse to stop you. If you don't act in those 5 seconds, your mind will convince you to delay again. That's why you must move immediately. Think about it. How many times have you said, "I'll start tomorrow," but when tomorrow came, you found another excuse? It wasn't because you weren't motivated. It was because you allowed your mind too much time to think. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. The 5-second rule stops overthinking in its tracks and forces you into action. But taking action isn't just about forcing yourself to start. It's also about making tasks feel easier. Because let's be honest, sometimes the reason you procrastinate is because the task feels too big. This is where the 2-minute rule comes in. Instead of telling yourself you need to finish the entire task, tell yourself you'll just do 2 minutes of it. Want to exercise? Do 2 minutes of jumping jacks. Need to study? Read 1 paragraph. Have to clean your room? Pick up 1 item. It sounds simple, right? But here's the trick. Once you start, you won't stop. Your brain resists tasks before you start them. But once you begin, it's easier to keep going. The hardest part of any task is starting. The 2-minute rule helps you bypass that resistance. And while we're on the topic of mental barriers, let's talk about perfectionism, one of the biggest causes of procrastination. You tell yourself you can't start because you're not ready. You don't have the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect skills. But perfection is a lie. It doesn't exist. Look at any successful person. Your favorite YouTuber, an entrepreneur, an artist. Do you think they started out perfect? No. They started messy. They started scared. They made mistakes, but they kept going. Done is always better than perfect. The more you wait for perfection, the more time you waste. And while you're waiting, someone else is taking action and getting ahead. Another big reason people procrastinate is distractions. Your phone, social media, endless scrolling. Every little notification pulls you away from your work. And once you lose focus, it takes 25 minutes to regain full concentration. That's why you must protect your focus, like your life depends on it. Start by removing distractions before you start working. Turn off notifications. Keep your phone in another room. Use a timer. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This method is called the Pomodoro technique, and it helps you stay focused without burning out. The more you eliminate distractions, the faster you'll finish your tasks. And when tasks are completed quickly, there's no room for procrastination. Moving on, remember that you only have 1 hour to complete a task. And when you're done, transition to the next task. But sometimes, the real issue isn't distractions. It's your environment. If your surroundings make you feel lazy, unmotivated, or tired, it's time for a change. Your environment shapes your actions. A cluttered workspace leads to a cluttered mind. A clean, organized space leads to clarity and focus. Change your environment, and you'll change your productivity. Now, let's talk about making boring tasks exciting. One of the biggest reasons you procrastinate is that you don't enjoy the task. So instead of forcing yourself to suffer through it, find ways to make it fun. Turn it into a game. Challenge yourself. Can I finish this task in 30 minutes? Use music. Play energetic music while you work to keep your energy up. Reward yourself. Give yourself a small treat after completing a task. The more enjoyable you make your work, the less you'll feel the need to avoid it. But even with all these strategies, there's one thing that will destroy procrastination faster than anything else: having a strong why. Why do you want to succeed? Why do you want to stop procrastinating? If your reason is weak, you'll always find an excuse to delay. But if your reason is powerful, nothing will stop you. Is it for freedom? Is it for your family? Is it for your future? Write it down. Look at it every day. When you have a strong enough reason, motivation becomes automatic. And if you still find yourself delaying, remember this: stop overthinking and just do it. The more you think, the harder it gets. Overthinking creates fear. Fear creates hesitation. And hesitation leads to wasted time. Instead of thinking, act. Do the hardest task first. This is called the 90-by-10 rule. Spend the first 90 minutes of your day on your most important task. Everything else will feel easier after that. And once you've started, build a streak. One of the best ways to stay consistent is by tracking your progress. Each time you complete a task, mark an X on your calendar. The goal? Never break the chain. The longer your streak, the harder it becomes to stop. Small daily actions lead to massive results over time. But let's be real. You will have bad days. You will fail sometimes. You will slip up, and that's okay. What matters is how quickly you get back up. Wasted a day? Start fresh tomorrow. Made a mistake? Learn and move forward. Procrastination wins when you stay down. But success? Success comes when you get back up. Again and again. So no more waiting, no more thinking, no more delaying. The time is not tomorrow, not next week, not someday. Now, use the 5-second rule. Start with just 2 minutes. Kill perfectionism. Eliminate distractions. Find your why. Take action before fear stops you. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more procrastination. Your future is in your hands. What will you do with it?